And a good morning from Fly on the Wall Productions, live on Facebook and YouTube and streamed everywhere you get your podcasts, on the web at airedout.vt.com. Speaking of the web, wait till you hear about the spiders this morning. I am going to tell you all about it. And you're probably, I don't know, maybe some of you might believe me. But for those of you that don't, we invite you to investigate it and explore on your own and Google around and discover that what I'm about to tell you this morning is, in fact, real and not fake. That's coming up later this morning. Raylene's on her way in. Want to say before I forget how excited I am. Tomorrow night at around 5 o'clock, I'm going to sit down with little Walker Fitch, who's really not so little anymore. I don't know how old he is. I think he's like 11 or 12. But this kid is going to be the next, already is, sensation over at the nation's site of excitement, which, by the way, is going to be under the lights Friday night. Is going to be amazing. Thunder Road is very much in action Friday night. It's going to be a blast. Weather from Roger Hill looks like sun and clouds both mixed in today. Some showers and thunderstorms are possible. Around 82 degrees. I was showing 89 in my car yesterday, and I'm not sure if that was right or not. I know a lot of people were saying like 83, 84, 85, but 89, it was like, damn, I'm just old and fat and just not used to it, man. I'm just not used to temps like that. We have thunderstorms up near the border this morning in St. Albans. And if you look to the west, you can see there's a little bit of darkness that is headed our way. And of course, I'm thinking about the things that are outside on my lawn that absolutely, positively cannot get wet. I mean, like expensive things, like cordless drill battery chargers and things like that. So I don't know. I think I'm going to have to, before I go to bed every night, I'm going to have to put the headlamp on and go out and walk around the yard and double check, make sure everything is in. Last night, the Mountaineers got shut out by the Sanford Mainers. Home opener at our local field in Montpelier, Recreation Field. Was really hoping to get there, but I was at Lily's softball game, which is no disrespect to the Mountaineers, but is slightly more important. I do hope to get to one of the local games. Look like the next one is going to be Saturday, and then I think Saturday and Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, for the Mountaineers. Red Sox going to be in action with the Braves this afternoon at 12:35. Shout out this morning to Tetros Appliance in Barrie, one of our sponsors here, who we just adore. Who doesn't love Mark Tetro? Been around for almost 40 years now. They're looking for service technicians, but they are, because they are frankly just so busy, they are also wondering if you might be in need of a new appliance, whether it's a washing machine, a dryer, a dishwasher, what have you. Get in touch with them. It's so easy to do. 476-1416. Is that a local phone number? You bet. 476-1416 for Tetros Appliance. We have some news to get to this morning, some Vermont news. First, on the national scene, things were a little weird. U.S. Embassy near Beirut this morning. I shouldn't say weird. They were actually quite serious. A gunman opened fire outside the embassy. Everyone inside the building is safe. I guess they were able to take him out, but that's one of the big stories that's trending, world news, I should say. Biden is in France for D-Day commemorations today. All of this, of course, just a couple of hours after his new border policy kicked in. We have the story about Amanda Knox. Raylene, you remember Amanda Knox, right? The murder case 17 years ago when they were trying to get her for killing her roommate. Do you remember that?
No.
Amanda Knox? No?
I don't.
Well, she says she was coerced by police to falsely identify her boss as a suspect.
Oh.
So she was...
I thought you were going to say she said she was coerced by a presidential candidate or something.
No, but look at how surprised I would be if that was actually the case.
Right.
Come on. That she says she was coerced by police to falsely identify her boss as a suspect. She was convicted of slander in 2009. The verdict was upheld today. She's been sentenced to 3 years, but it's going to be counted as time already served in her roommate's murder case that she was eventually acquitted of. We have the Boeing Starliner making its attempting to make its first human space flight. The astronauts are at Kennedy Space Center. They're going to be headed up to the International Space Station to hang out. The first, 2 tries were a scrub. Is that something you would ever, like if you were given the opportunity to go up to the International Space Station?
No.
Hang out, eat some freeze-dried food for a couple of weeks?
No.
No.
Okay. No.
I'd be in. We have a dangerous heat wave that is threatening the Southwest. Heat warnings in place for California to Texas. It is like 20 degrees above average right now, which is
crazy.
I don't know if I could ever handle that. I mean, I struggled through yesterday. Damn.
I know.
Yesterday was hot, man. Wow.
It got like 89 degrees, I saw.
Well,
you took a pic.
In my car, but I said this morning, I'm like, I'm not sure. Was that like... Is that actually what it was? Or was it like...
I think I saw in Burlington it was 87, so...
All right. Oh, okay. All right. I had a couple people saying, JD, there's something wrong with your car. That's not right. Whatever. Today's Wednesday. Vermont Quick Lube has... It is Wednesday, right?
It is Wednesday.
Ladies' Day.
Yes.
What's the deal with Ladies' Day over there?
The ladies get to go over there, get all lubed up.
Yeah.
And then they're going to get a flower.
Yep.
As a thank you for everything that they do, all the wonderful, amazing things that they do.
Yep.
Then they're going to get a free car wash, and they can use it now or wait, whatever they choose.
Absolutely.
It's a little ticket with a code.
Right. No appointment ever needed. You just pull up, you say...
Stay right in your car if you want to.
Stay right in your car. And, if you want to say, hey, heard about this on Aired Out, they're talking about you guys, they love you, you could do that too.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
You might even get a second flower. I don't know. Maybe. You
never know.
You don't know.
No.
But yeah, get over there today. They close at what, 5 o'clock? I think so. Yeah, 5 o'clock. So yeah, we love them. Every Wednesday we're talking about them. In Vermont news, we have and there's a lot posted up, Raylene.
I know.
You posted up a lot of stuff this morning. The ACLU in Vermont is suing the Essex County Sheriff's Office, saying the bottom line is that they're hiding communication from federal immigration officials, essentially, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, essentially, that's what they're saying.
And now, there's this whole public records thing, and it's just coming into question. And now the sheriff is like, I'm not saying another word until I get a lawyer. And oh my God. Wow.
Just all that craziness.
Well, Swanton alone.
1,100 people in 30 days' time.
I'm so sorry. Please say that again because I'm trying to process
1,100.
1,100. Mm-hmm. Okay, there's my dramatic pause.
Were caught. Mm-hmm.
1,100 in 30 days.
In 30 days.
Here's the number for you. over 7,000 illegal crossings. I'm talking about Swanton.
Yeah.
Just Swanton.
Yeah.
In 1 year.
Yeah.
And that's a record.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. Definitely need to button up because, I mean, we're already in crisis.
I tried to reach Rick DeAngelis this morning. Got his voicemail. But I wanted to just have him hop on the air and give his
Thoughts?
his thoughts about the closing of this temporary.
Well, I'm sure people like him are cringing over the thought of all of this.
Sure.
Closings of the shelters,
Right.
more people coming in on a daily basis. He must be going crazy thinking, what are we going to do?
Right. So it's the Elks Club in Montpelier, and that served as a temporary homeless shelter that closed I think it was last week. Was it 29th? Yeah, May 29th, which was their winter shelter, and now what? I mean, he's saying people are heading for bridges and tents, and he said he's even had reports of people finding abandoned buildings and abandoned barns, and
I know somebody who's actually dealing with that right now. It's not really an abandoned building, but it's a building that's for sale and hasn't been occupied for a little bit. And there's some squatters in there that are refusing to leave. And it's not easy. You have to evict them.
Yeah. You have to evict a squatter.
You do.
I'm on their Facebook page this morning. It says Good Sam's Street Outreach Team has been available to help as folks look for safe places to camp. While we're concerned with the number of situations involving unsheltered persons being required to leave public and private lands, the underside of bridges, barns, parking lots, our goal is to find the right shelter option for everyone we assist. More than 80 different people used the seasonal shelter managed by a deeply committed and compassionate team of Good Sam staff, and were protected from harsh winter weather, about 30% increase compared to last year's seasonal shelter at the Christ Episcopal Church. They were provided with a warm meal daily since it opened in November of 2023. We're grateful to the city of Montpelier, the city managers, public safety, public works, and other departments that helped us to operate a safe and successful program. We also appreciate the private citizens who reached out with donations and support. So,
Yeah.
be nice to sneak Rick in here again.
It would be. It's just, I know a lot of people that are currently looking for an apartment. I know there are some friends of mine that they've been searching for a couple of months now. The landlord is going to be doing something else with the building that they're in, maybe turning it into a residence, a one family, and they can't find anything.
Yeah.
And they've lived in the same place for 5 years. It's tough for everyone.
Yeah.
So,
Related to the whole homeless topic, did you hear about Mulvaney Stanek, the mayor in Burlington?
I did.
Do you want to tell, or do you want me to tell?
Go ahead.
Well, I just know the basics.
Yeah. Me too. I just know the basics.
Just that she's now catching some heat from city council in Burlington because she distributed some goods, some water and sleeping and food and stuff, supplies is what I'm trying to say. I haven't had a cup of coffee this morning, to homeless folks in Burlington. I'm not sure exactly where in Burlington. I don't think it really matters. But the city council is frustrated with her because she didn't let them know that she was going to do this, and they're questioning her level of transparency
Right.
with the council. So, is that basically what you have too?
It is basically what I have, and I'm really not surprised at all by it. I mean,
In what way?
kind of been waiting for this to happen, and
It's okay. It's okay.
it is.
It's okay. You could listen. Can I just say something?
It's a progressive candidate. It's a progressive mayor, and
Right.
if you weren't expecting these things of her, then you've had your head up your ass. So
Well-
I don't know, truthfully, and I'm not defending her in any way, one way or another, but I'm just saying that,
Right.
I mean, that's who she is, and I don't know that anything could be more transparent than the P as a progressive candidate.
Sure.
I don't know how much more transparent you could be.
Here's the thing. We need to, like, at some point we need to kind of try to just dial back the whole stamping of, are you a D, are you an R, are you a P? I'm just so sick and tired of that
Well,
shit.
but-
but I know, but I understand that. But when I heard the story this morning, I got thinking of Tom Lozon. And I don't want to speak for Tom, but Tom just seems like the kind of person who says, my character comes first before my mayor status, my mayor badge.
Of course it does.
And if Tom wanted to go down to anywhere, any store, and buy some water because it's so hot, or a couple of tarps or a sleeping bag or whatever for homeless staff, whether he was the mayor or not.
Right. Well, whether he's using city funds or his own money and doing that is the
Well, he would-
question.
right.
And he would not do that with city funds.
He would not do that with, obviously.
Correct.
Obviously. I guess what I'm trying to say is, forget about the city funds part, which I know is part of the story. But if Tom wanted to do something like that,
Yeah. He does do stuff like that.
yeah, well, exactly. He
On a
does,
daily.
Exactly. He does do stuff like he doesn't ask, nor does he feel like he needs to ask permission to do a humanitarian effort. But
Yeah.
the last thing he would do would be to take city funds and spend it without first talking to council.
Correct.
So, yeah. The St. Johnsbury shooting back in December of 2022, a year and a half ago. The fifth, and when I say St. Johnsbury shooting, I know what people are thinking. Which one?
Right. There have been a couple.
Jesus. God. The fifth and final suspect has been arrested. His name is Danny Daniels, guy from Philadelphia, and he was arrested in New Orleans.
Yep.
After a foot chase and a car chase, they finally got him. So, wow. Damn.
Yeah.
Then we got this Sammy Etchuzar, who's 19 years old, up in Essex Junction. He was arrested in connection with the shooting last month in Colchester, Mallett's Bay. May 26th was the shooting. Big federal raid on Monday, so they got him, 19 years old. I guess he's from Essex Junction. I don't know. Go ahead.
It's just so it's sad that we're hearing this more and more on a daily basis. We hear about shootings and stabbings and car chases and drug busts and drug this and drug that, and it just more and more you're seeing younger. The majority of the people that are in the news lately
Sure.
are between 18 and 25.
Right.
And
It's amazing.
It's
really sad.
it's amazing. It's frightening. It's
Yeah.
frightening, and you have to wonder and know and understand, I guess, some of the activity to know that some of these kids are actual prey. They're doing something for someone.
Yeah, sure.
They don't necessarily have anyone in their lives, so they've kind of started affiliating with these people.
And they're doing it for good money too.
They are, and human trafficking is a big problem in Vermont, and I don't think that people understand that it is. I know that there are some, but I don't think
Yeah.
a lot of people realize just how bad it is.
Yeah.
I don't think that they realize that there are a lot of young kids that go back and forth to Massachusetts, New York. They go to the
Yep.
city. They're on the street corners. They're selling to your kids in the schools. They're they're selling their bodies for their
Sure.
own drugs.
Sure.
And more and more and more, we're seeing these younger kids in the news where they've, committed robberies. They've stabbed someone, shot
Right.
somebody.
And
It's
some of these
scary.
kids are moving product, moving drugs they're like 10, 11, 12 years old because they're so young that they wouldn't be suspected of doing something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's insane. It's insane. Yesterday morning, there was a kind of a weird story out of Waitsfield. There was a fire, no injuries in this home, but police are investigating. Apparently, it was a bunch of paper towels in the basement that were soaked with linseed oil. So, I'm not sure what this is all about, but it's a story that's in the news today, and you can read more about it. If we see anything about it, we'll be passing it along. But again, no injuries. Everybody's all right. Discover Jazz Festival kicks off tonight in Burlington. The weather's heating up. The music's heating up. It's going to be a good time. So,
Quite the lineup, too.
yeah, wicked lineup
Yes.
at the
Check it out.
at the Flynn and all over the city. Birthdays today. Nicole Gibbs on the list at. All right, no, I won't say it. 37. Damn, I just said it. Barbara Linda is on the birthday list today. Shay Martin, Nancy Davis. Stop me if you know anyone. Sarah Bowen. Let's see. We have Chrissy Holmes, Andrew Brooks, and that's it.
That's it.
Do you have any? Does
I do.
anyone
I
else?
have.
do you have?
Well, we should see if anybody else does as well. But I just have one on my list today.
Go for
and
it.
that is Lori Vielander.
Oh, okay.
Do you know her?
No,
Very sweet lady.
nope.
So it is Lori's birthday today.
You got any dirt on her? Can we make fun of her, or is she just a?
I don't have any dirt on Lori. She's just a really good human being.
Oh, damn.
Absolute
Well,
sweetheart.
That's boring.
Well,
Damn it.
I'm sorry. She's a really nice lady.
And what's her name? Lori?
Yes.
Happy birthday, Lori. So, what else do we have in Vermont news? Do we
I
have
think
anything
that's
else?
it. I mean, really. I mean, important stuff.
Have we heard anything more about this? Like, how did things wrap up with this whole body found in the trunk of the car in Plattsburgh last
Well,
week?
the man killed his wife
Okay, but
and then rode around with her in the trunk.
yes, but what's like? Is there anything like? What's the latest? Is he going? Is he in the big house? Is he locked up? Is he? How much time? Is
Well,
he
he
gonna
was
do?
arraigned. I don't know if he's being held. I would assume, but I don't know. New York's way different than Vermont, so. But I have not kept up with it. I just know that they knew who it was, and he's been arrested and arraigned. Yeah,
How long did he have her in the trunk?
I don't know that.
That's crazy. Oh my God.
Yeah, It is crazy.
I also wanted to ask you: maybe I just haven't noticed anything new about Goddard College?
Well, it's in the paper again today in the Times Argus.
Oh, it
I
is.
shared the article, and the council there, the board there, has decided that not unanimous either, but they have decided that they're just going to not get involved with the process.
Oh,
And we do know that it has been purchased. That was kind of said last week. But we do know that somebody in Barry bought it, a Barry business, a Barry, yeah,
okay. And that's all we know.
and that's all we know.
All right.
But the select board just deadlocked on a resident request. It asked the state's attorney general's office to review the legality of the Goddard College plan and contract, and the select board is saying no.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. It just seems to me, and call me crazy. And listen, if someone thinks I'm crazy here, just tell me. It just seems like this is being hushed a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I don't know.
you mean because of the person that bought it?
Just all of it. Just
Which none of it. I mean, it's not out of the ordinary. None of that is surprising to me at all. Almost anybody who makes a bid on a property or there's some sort of business dealings, nobody ever knows what's going on until it closes, until all the details have been worked out, and it's really not. It's not that unusual at all.
okay.
Almost always it's kept hush hush.
Yeah. Brummer's saying he loves a good mystery. Oh, Raylene, it's 9:33. Let's throw some love at Washington County mental health because a lot of what we're talking about this morning is in some way or another related to mental health. Listen, if you need mental health support, and frankly, who in the hell doesn't?
Yeah. Is this where we tell people that it's a trade account? No.
For me? Oh my God.
For both of us.
Oh God. Listen, if it was a trade account, we would literally every word out of our mouth, I think, would be about mental health, and Washington County mental health is freaking awesome. If you need support, but you're not quite, in a you don't quite need crisis support, but you're 18 or over, if you're looking for a nice, calm, quiet environment with support access to peer counseling, or just maybe it's some nursing help. Maybe who knows what it is, what you need, a doctor, whatever. Just pull up to the Access Hub in Montpelier.
Mm-hmm.
And
Stewart Drive,
yeah.
right? Not Stewart Drive. Now I'm going to mess up that street.
Downing Street.
Downing Street.
Barry
You have
Street.
to go around.
Barry
well,
Street.
it's on the corner, though. You take the Downing entrance.
Yes, the Downing Street side, yes. Right in Montpelier. I'm going to give you a phone number here in a second, so grab a pen, write this down, or remember it, because it's so important. And there's so many of us that are going through a heap of stuff right now, whether it's in the personal life, the professional life, financial, job-related, whatever. Maybe issues with the family, who knows. But they're open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Friday. Here's the phone number. It's 301, of course, area code 802, 301-3200. 301-3200.
An amazing team down there.
Yeah.
And there's a there's a nurse, an
Yep.
RN,
That's
fully
right.
staffed. So even if it doesn't matter what you need them for,
Right.
if you what it's trying to do mostly is to avoid the emergency room
Right.
for people that are in crisis.
Sure.
You go there, and if they can't get you help immediately, if your needs are beyond what they can do at the hub, they will not let you leave there until your needs have been met in
Sure.
some way, whether
Sure.
you are at one of their other offices in Berlin, Montpelier,
Right.
Barrie, wherever, but they will work with you at the hub to get you access to whatever it is that you need. And that may even just be food for the day, or to have resources to have phone numbers and do interviews with people, or fill out paperwork. And it's anything that is causing you to be under a lot of stress, and they'll help you out with it.
We get a busy rest of the week here. I'm just glancing at the calendar. Walker Fitch is going to be in here tomorrow night at 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to contact someone over there at the Access Hub this morning and see if we can make a plan to maybe go over there and broadcast live some morning.
Mm-hmm.
Soon. If possible. I know there's HIPAA stuff and
Right.
all that. I mean, if possible. And maybe there isn't. And that's
You never
fine.
know.
But even if we can't go over there, we're still going to be talking about the Access Hub an awful lot.
You want to talk about something that was happy for someone,
Happy good day.
but not a Vermonter.
Okay.
Again.
Okay.
So one lone person won the $560 million Mega Million jackpot. One person,
Wait, you said 560 million.
million in Illinois. So one person in Illinois.
I feel so sorry for them. It's going to ruin their life.
It's going to be terrible.
It's going to be horrible.
Just terrible. Can you imagine?
I mean, does this mean that you're going to lose all your friends, or you're going to gain more friends, or just going to leech the money from them?
Or how about you just don't tell anybody that it was you and live your life normally? Just be careful what you do. That you could do that too.
You could do that.
But probably most people don't. Yeah. So
So what
and
do?
then,
You take off for the weekend and fly in your private jet to your private island somewhere?
Right.
And just say that you were busy this
so you
weekend?
can roll around in your money.
Right.
Yeah. Tell them you had to go away for work or something. Yeah. You went to Maine or Florida. But one person, can you imagine?
Wow.
Just crazy to me and that has happened several times. These big jackpots. It used to hear that people would pool their money together. More than one person won. More
Sure.
than one ticket was drawn for the big, and had to be split 2 or 3 ways. No, one person keeps winning. Well, not the same person, but you know what I mean. There's always just one winner lately.
Do we know? I mean, it was just someone who's married? Are they married?
Well, they don't know. It's anonymous so far. So far as
Jesus.
they have not said who. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't worry. It's just my sugar.
Wanted to tell you that Andy got his Happy Good Day shirt.
Wonderful.
And he was sporting that yesterday, and he was just so happy.
He absolutely loved it.
Yeah, we actually disappeared from the planet yesterday, and went and caught a movie. Went inside, reclined back, air conditioning was on.
It was perfect.
Great.
It was perfect.
It was great.
Why not? Tonight at the Den is the pool tournament.
Oh yeah.
So anybody can go. It's open to the public. Usually pretty busy there on a Wednesday night. It was a good night there last night too. I went up It was the first night that I had been up in a while. As we know, I've been dealing with some stuff, and so it'd been a while.
Yep.
And Smeedy J, was there doing karaoke and music, and quite a few people got up there and belted it out, which I have to say that I could not do.
I was going to ask you.
I could not do that. I told Jeff last night, you don't have enough booze in that behind that bar to get me to go up there. It just would not happen. And I used to do things like that. And Rebecca and Donnie said last night, but you used to love to do this, and that's true. I just, for some reason, I just don't anymore. I'm like the biggest chicken shit ever. But I used to do that, and I never even had to be hammered. I like to sing. I like to do that stuff, but I don't ever talk about that. I don't ever do that. I don't play the guitar anymore. I don't do that stuff. It's just a part of my life that kind of got lost in the shuffle. But a lot of people did go up, and it's pretty amazing. They do a great job with it. So you go up, they had a list of people, what you wanted to sing, who is going to do what. They call your name. They keep the rotation going. And when they get back to the last person, then they play a song. They take a break for a second, grab a drink, and then they start the rotation again. And people just keep going
fantastic.
up. And they had some really good people there last night. And the patio is fully open. The wood pile stocked. Fire pits are open. They've got ring toss out there now. Cornhole. The boards are amazing. The scoreboard, the whole nine.
Yeah.
All of that. And they have RIP tickets now.
I
used to go with my grandmother.
and do that.
RIP tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad used to do that at the VFW. Mm-hmm. The folks, the pictures of the folks that I see sitting out on the patio enjoying the the afternoon sunshine. Mm-hmm. There's plenty of space out there.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's all paved. I mean, there's no dust and dirt blowing around.
And there are some really nice covered areas as well. So, if it's a little rainy or sprinkly like it is now, or you just want to be under cover, out of the sun, there's that option as well. It's really nice out there.
So cool. So cool. There's a couple there's a great story here. I don't know if you heard about this. This couple from New York City who have a YouTube channel, and it has exploded. They do magnet fishing. Did you hear this story?
Yes.
They have these huge magnets.
Yeah,
and they
found all kinds of money.
They found $100,000 in a safe.
Yeah.
And they pulled this muddy. I mean, they've pulled out like lots and lots of different like guns and stuff, like really amazing stuff. But they were in they were fishing with magnets in a pond in Queens this past Friday, and pulled up a safe and found $100,000 in cash. I'm gonna show you a picture here.
Yeah, I think it's pretty awesome.
Look at this.
Makes you want to go grab a fish pole and a few magnets and go fishing.
God. Isn't that amazing, though?
It is amazing.
Holy crap. I mean, I don't know what I would do with myself. They were obviously stunned. But I just loved that story. It was so cool. Also a story about a guy that is now using Apple AirTags to crack multi-million-dollar thefts. And have you heard about this? He's a carpenter, and it's all because of these hidden Apple AirTags. 43-year-old guy from Virginia, saying that he decided to hide the Bluetooth tracking devices, these AirTags, which are typically used to help people keep tabs on things like their luggage and their keys and stuff like that. And after he had been the victim of various thefts where his tools were being taken, he's now decided to attach AirTags to everything he has. And now he's helping out others, apparently. That he's starting his own biz.
I have mixed feelings about those AirTags.
Yeah, because they can be put on, cars and stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, anybody can put one anywhere. So I have mixed feelings about those. I know people use them with their children when they go to Disney.
Yeah.
They'll put an AirTag on their kids in case they, get taken, or if they wander off, if they get lost, whatever. So I know people do that, and I think that's cool. That's a useful thing. I remember how nervous and paranoid I would be when I would take my kids to someplace like Disney,
Sure.
Escape, wherever where there was lots of people. I was a little bit paranoid for sure.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I was one of those moms for a long time that had one of the harness leash things for my kids when they were little, and probably a little bit older than they would have rather that I did that, but I was literally petrified.
Sure. Yeah, I understand.
And
I feel the same way.
Those things are kind of cool then, but it's frightening to me that just anybody could put that on your car. And they said for a while that's what they were using. Do you remember not long ago, it was over this winter, where all of the SUVs were being stolen in Montreal?
Yes.
And that's, after they had been to Montreal, and that's what was happening, is these AirTags were being put on cars.
Yes.
And then they would go back to the homes in Vermont and steal these
I forgot about
SUVs,
that story.
and that's how they were doing it.
Totally forgot about that. Wow. Yeah. Well, the Howard County Police Department is saying that, in Virginia, that they recovered approximately 15,000 stolen construction tools, totaling between $3 and $5 million. The largest and most expansive theft case in the region in recent years. All because of the AirTags. That's crazy stuff.
It is crazy.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Anything else that we need to talk about this morning?
I don't think so.
All right. I want to.
I don't know what you talked about out of the gate. That's the problem, because I was dragging my ass in here. Well, I went to the lab yesterday, that so I told you that. And before we could even be done yesterday, they were calling me 3 times, so it made me nervous. Like, oh shit, what happened?
Well, we were on the air.
What's wrong with me?
Sure.
And but they had forgotten a tube. They needed one more tube. Something you have to go through the whole thing again. No coffee in the morning. Which we all know just about kills me.
Oh.
And so then go up there again, and it's crazy busy.
Yeah.
When you go up there, so then I didn't get here until late.
I think you did pretty well.
Yeah.
I want to just close out with something this morning, and this is something that. What? What?
Oh, if you're going to close out with something.
This is something I'm going to be speaking with Sherilyn about tonight. And if I do, if I'm able to go live with her, then I'm going to try to. In the Southeast, and I'm not making this up, there are giant, Google it if you don't believe me, Glenn.
The spiders?
Yes.
The thing I posted?
Yes.
With the yellow flying spiders?
They're giant, venomous, flying Goro spiders. And they're on the move from the southeast to the northeast.
They saw one in New York.
What? I haven't read the story yet.
Well, then maybe you better. You won't be going there ever again to New York.
Glenn's saying he already read the story. The size of your palm with 4-inch legs?
Well, the cicadas were going to come here and kick our ass too, and they didn't. So we were probably
the
safe.
cicadas were going to come and kill us all.
Right. So.
But these things parachute on a balloon made from their own silk?
Glenn says he's going to make sure that one finds its way to your house.
Oh, Jesus. Glenn hasn't met Sherilyn.
No.
That is, trust me, that is nothing that you want to tamper with, Glenn Brummer.
No. JD's done it a few times. I'm surprised you've survived because you play spider tricks on her all the time because you're mean.
Yeah.
You're terribly mean.
It never ends well.
And she's petrified.
You know what it ends with? I'm serious. Tears. Usually, she might throw something at me and cook your own fucking dinner tonight. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Wow.
Have
Glenn
a great
hates
day,
spiders
everyone.
too.
We'll see you soon. Thanks, everyone.